And Lindsay Duncombe is in Melbourne tonight, where the Canadians held their final training session. And Lindsay, what's in store for this team?
I figured out the Canadian women's advantage. It is chilly here down under, and if anyone can play soccer in the cold, Ian, it is Canadian women. They are going to need all the advantages they can. You know, Canada are Olympic champions, but they are really entering this tournament as underdogs. Canada typically underperforms at the World Cup, best showing 20 years ago when they came in fourth. There are superstars to watch, though, of course, Christine Sinclair, but keep an eye on goalkeeper Kaylin Sheridan. She is a star in the National Women's Soccer League, and it's going to be a tough competition, really tough group match. First up, Nigeria, most storied team in Africa. Then we have Ireland, then the host team, Australia. And let me tell you, Ian, the Australians are behind their women.
And for the Canadian team, there's the ongoing pay dispute with Canada Soccer. What's the latest on that?
No update. You know, we asked the women about it. They say they are not thinking about it. They're leaving that to the lawyers. But it's really interesting because Canada is far from the only team in a pay fight with their federation. It's happening to other teams as well, a sign of the professionalization and the popularity of the women's game.
Well, great having you follow the team, Lindsay. Lindsay Duncombe in Melbourne tonight. And one of the national women's teams is putting its call for equity on tape. A new video from France is capturing global attention. This video shows stunning goals by some superstars of France's men's team, but halfway through, a twist. The faces change to reveal the real goal scorers are members of the country's women's team. The use of visual effects to try to persuade viewers that the women's game can be as exciting as the men's. The women's team's push for equity could have a big impact on the future for Canadian girls in the sport. But as Katie Nicholson found out, for now, their focus is on the pitch.
The hustle on the field, a little spicier today.
I think it's very cool that she was in North Toronto just like me, and made it all the way up there. So it gives me hope that I could do that too.
Excitement bubbling over, because one of their own, Olivia Smith, is playing at the World Cup. 10-year-old Cassie Tuin doesn't intend to miss a single game.
We can see what kind of skill moves they're doing and how they beat off their defenders. So it really inspires us to be better.
The women's game has come a long way in Canada and the world.
This is going to be the best World Cup ever. Every single World Cup, because women have come from rags to closer to riches in terms of the game and opportunities for girls around the world. So each time, like, the level is just getting higher and higher.
Also high, tensions over pay equity. Many of the teams at this World Cup embroiled in labor disputes with their home organizations. Canada is no exception. But for now, players are trying to keep their eye on the ball.
We've compartmentalized that. We're totally focused on the tournament. Janine and our lawyers are dealing with that away from here.
Pay isn't the only thing changing. At this soccer club, a push to get more women in the coach's seat.
You see behind me, most of the people here today are females, and we do that just to have representation.
Cassie Tuin doesn't think too much about those fights off the pitch to make the women's game better. She's just focused on winning.
Oh, nice. You should never give up, even if you like tried and it's still not working. Just keep on going, because you never know what's gonna happen. Like how I'm keeping on shooting on you, and you never know when it's gonna go in. Bye-bye!
And by the time these girls get their shot at the top, they might be on equal footing with the men. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Toronto.